Hey guys, Steve here. Today I got to look at the Arizona, a ship I haven't covered for quite a while, at least not in a dedicated commentary. You got Sims on the screen there, Cunningham. I've been playing around with Shear here and there on different builds. He's only about a level 9 right now, so not a major influence, but I think if you're going to run an Axie build, he's an interesting option. I got a very quick game here. I thought it was kind of amusing. Uh, Not really long enough to do a full commentary on, but I thought I'd throw it up this morning. Planning on streaming here at 10:30 Central Time, so if you want to come by and hang out and check the stream out, check the channel out right around that time. It should be going live. Anyway, here we got a game on the map Trap, and you can see here we got a stalled engine Fubuki in front of us. Sometimes when your ships spawn right off the bat, they have engine trouble. What you want to do is kind of give them a push. It's kind of like giving a car a moving start. If you get that ship some forward momentum, that gets the turbines on the ship actually spinning, and then the captain of the ship can actually fire up the ignition that way. So, not a very well-known trick, but it is an option if you see a stalled teammate. And it's not always right at the beginning. Sometimes you'll just see them later on in the match. But anyway, a little dickish here, both on his part for not being ready to play when he said he was ready, and me for ramming him. Anyway, I'm gonna absolve myself from any wrongdoing there. You can make the judgment call for yourself. Finally does move forward, but I don't think he's in position to spot, at least not relative to us. But we can see they have a destroyer in their cap, so we do have to be careful of that. I want to get a shot off at that Fuso if I can. He's kind of getting behind the island, and he's pretty well angled, probably about a 45 degrees, so not a high probability, high damage shot, but might as well take it. The Bayern's not that much more of an attractive target. Guidey does pop up here, though. Our Fubuki is squirting forward through the smoke. This Guidey, he approaches that Fubuki. He's not really shooting, and you'll see here in a minute he'll kind of turn broadside to him, so I hold my shot, waiting to see if he'll turn away once he supposedly launches the torps. Then we can hit him in the broadside. That's the thinking. So you can see there he starts broadside, and then he turns without shooting. So in my mind, well, there he shot. But in my mind, I'm like, all right, looks like he's doing a torp launch on him, even though I'd be the more attractive target. But a lot of times destroyers will try and torp other destroyers when that's not necessarily the best play. We smash him there pretty hard, and then I'm calling for the Fubuki to finish him off. I saw on the map that the Fubuki was kind of bailing out of the situation. Not necessarily a bad play on his part, but once we kind of gave him that wicked salvo, perfect opportunity for the Fubuki to finish him off if he was a little bit more paying attention in that instance. At this point, we are broadside to at least the Fuso as a shot. The torps were a little slow. I gotta check the Guidey's torp speed, but at this point in time, I was kind of starting to think, well, maybe he doesn't have torps down. But luckily for us, he's got the widespread, and you can see we could actually almost dodge both of these. Yet another example of why widespread torps at long range are basically completely worthless. Cruiser destroyer would have absolutely no problem dodging those, and a battleship who could have very well been dev struck from that distance by the Guidey, launching 2 sets of torps right at us. Could have very easily. I mean, the Arizona is not a fast ship, and it doesn't start and stop very fast, so anytime you see them maneuvering, you can assume they're probably going 10, 15 kilometers. And you can, if you keep an eye on my speed here, I haven't checked my build on this for quite a while, but it takes a long time to power the ship up. So I'll say it over and over again. I mean, if you want to use widespread torps, point blank range, you can make an argument for that. But long range, I have yet to see it be effective. Anyways, we're starting to be tapped on the rear by AP. I mean, the nerve on this guy. We smashed him for about 3/4 of his health, and then he's shooting AP at us while we're angled. This was a Saturday night game, so we can just assume that most of these guys are half in the bag. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Anyway, we're about, 4 minutes into the game, and about half the enemy team's dead with all the destroyers gone. Unfortunate, you don't want to lose your destroyers that quickly, let alone all your destroyers that quickly. Someone's capping C, though. We're checking the map. Looks like this Königsberg's probably the likely target. Now, you'll see me here zoom in like 2 or 3 times. And what I'm doing, if you zoom in multiple times and you learn how to read where the game places it, you can kind of get a read on how fast those ships are. So, like a ship like a battleship that doesn't have torps, it's a good way to get the heading. Shots away, Königsberg. He gone! All in one strike there. 2 Citadels with 1 extra pen. Sinks him. Furutaka's coming around broadside. I'm like, okay. Apparently you weren't paying attention to what happened to the dude behind you. But if you want to go this route, I'm assuming he's launching torps here. So what I'm trying to do is speed up, gain a little bit of speed, open the broadside just far enough to blow this guy out of the water, and then we're going to immediately turn left to dodge the anticipated torps. He's angling in a little bit, so we adjust our aim. Once again, shots away. Once again, he gone! You know, full health to no health, 2 ships in a row. So I don't know. I mean, it's a tactic I see a lot of players trying out. You know, going broadside as a cruiser, like 3 kilometers away from a battleship. I don't see it working very often, though. I don't know. You guys are going to have to let me know in the comments below. Is that something that works for you, or are the results typical? Anyway, we were going to flip our guns around. We checked the map. Fuso looked like he'd probably be coming around this island, so we do a hard turn. Arizona's quite maneuverable. A lot of these American battleships, really tight turning circles, so we get the front 2 guns on, at least the back 2 are obviously not going to be in play. So we'll maintain our angle here. Front guns are around and shots away. And we put the high caliber on the map, or the board, with another Citadel there. So kind of a goofy game. I thought you guys might get a kick out of it. If you did like it, please hit the thumbs up. New to the channel, consider subscribing. Questions, comments, leave them below. And hopefully we'll see you at the stream here in a little bit. All right, peace.